One thing that really motivates me for my training, something that I love for the races that I get to run, is traveling. I get to go to these amazing places to run my races, and this year is going to be Chicago. And to get to Chicago, I'm taking a little bit of a detour, and I'll be traveling coast to coast. A big dream of mine has always been to travel across the states from coast to coast, and a big dream still is that once Zane is a little bit older, we'll get an RV to travel from one coast to the other and visit all the beautiful national parks. This time around though, I'm taking the train. I'm gonna travel to San Francisco, take the train there to Chicago, and then run the marathon and travel on by train to New York. Now, this was never the plan. The plan was just to go to Chicago for a couple of days and travel back, because I'm traveling by myself. I didn't want to stay away from home too long, and yeah, we're traveling as a family to New York, and having our vacation after that, traveling on to probably Florida. So the plan actually was to just be in Chicago for 4 or 5 days, and then I saw something online that triggered me, and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be really cool, now that I'm traveling by myself and I have the opportunity to do so, to travel across the country by train and stop for the marathon. So the trip now is going to be a little bit longer than planned, but it's going to be one of those once in a lifetime kind of opportunities. Seeing that, yeah, right now I'm traveling by myself anyways. That doesn't happen quite a lot. Zane's going to grow up. By the time that he's a little bit older, we can actually take him on trips like this. Right now, he's not old enough to do this. I'm not going to put him on a train for days, because I'm going to be on a train for days. And yeah, I figured now that I can do it, now that I'm traveling by myself, I'm just going to prolong the trip just a little bit so that I can actually travel from coast to coast. So looking forward to this is wildly motivating for me. Hi, Bull. Thinking about all the places that I'm going to see, the place that I'm going to go, preparing my travels, preparing for what I need to take with me on a trip like this. I've never traveled on a train for this long before. I've never traveled on an Amtrak train before, so it's going to be a new experience. And yeah, that's something that is really motivating. And weird enough, it's motivating for my running, because it's working towards running that marathon in Chicago. Even though it's a separate thing, it has nothing to do with the traveling, but to me the whole trip is the experience of the marathon. It's making my way to get to the marathon, and just thinking about all the things that I'm gonna experience in the time that I'm traveling and in the time that I'm gonna be in Chicago and running the marathon. It's all just really motivating for me. Itinerary is a little bit crazy. I'll be traveling on a Monday from Amsterdam to San Francisco, which is about an 11-hour flight. I'll get there and have some time to sightsee, get something to eat, find my hotel, and then turn in early, because I'll have an early morning wake up to take a bus to get me to the train station. I have to get up or have to catch the bus at 8, I have the train at 8:30. Then I'll be getting on the California FIVERR, which is said to be the most beautiful train ride in the United States. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll take me from San Francisco through the Rockies to Chicago. And on those 3 days, we'll go through some amazing places, and we'll have a huge tourist car that has windows from top to bottom. It'll be an amazing experience, and I'm really looking forward to that. So once I get to Chicago, it'll be Thursday. On Thursday, I'll finally have a little bit of time to relax. The marathon is until Sunday. I'll have my bib pickup at the expo, have the 5K on Saturday, then the marathon, and Monday I'll be leaving to go to New York. That will be an overnight train, and I'll get there the next day, Tuesday night. I'll have a little bit of time at night. I think I get to New York around 6 p.m. Then the next day I'll have all day to still wander around New York and get to the airport, because my flight leaves around 9 p.m. I think. So about a day in New York. but I'll be back to New York in November for the marathon there. So yeah, all this is very exciting to me, and I can't wait to find out what I'm gonna see, what I'm gonna experience on this trip. And of course I'll take you along. Normally I just film my runs. Sometimes when I go to nice locations, I'll film something in the location. This time I can make a video about my travels from San Francisco to New York. So if that's something that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to make a video about that. I'm looking forward to this. I'll probably mention this a bunch more times in my videos, getting closer to the Chicago Marathon. So make sure that you don't miss any of those videos. Now, until next time, get out there and run.